this is Brandon from Watches on You. Today we're taking a look at a very special Rolex Submariner. This is the Rolex Submariner reference 5508. And first I'd like to remind you that we're here at Wixon Jewelers in Minneapolis, Minnesota, taking a look at this piece, which is available on sale, obviously pre-owned, for $45,900. Now, this watch is very significant. The 5508 is very significant for a multitude of reasons. One of them being the fact that this was the last Rolex Submariner that did not have crown guards. So as you can see, there's no metal elements kind of protecting the crown. Additionally, it is the first Rolex Submariner that did not have a big crown. So the way you can tell between the different Submariner crown sizes is if it's an 8mm crown, it has the Rolex below the Rolex crown on the crown itself. It says Breve. If it's a 7mm crown, it just has the Rolex crown. And if it's a 6mm crown, which is what this has, it has the Rolex crown with a line below it, a horizontal line that is. So that's just one way you can tell between the different crown sizes on the Rolex Submariner. An additional kind of significant aspect of this watch is obviously, and this is particular to this watch, you can see that the lacquer on the dial has cracked and it has this beautiful patina in addition to the obvious gilt dial that this piece has. And this particular model is from 1962, which was the last year of production of the 5508. It was produced from 1958 to 1962. And the earlier 5508s had a red marker at 12 o'clock on the bezel, and this one has a silver marker. So that's kind of how you can gauge, or it's one way at least, you can gauge the age of your 5508. And then additionally, some other facts about the 5508. So this one has a 100-meter water resistance, which is a third of what modern Rolex Submariners have. Additionally, the bezel on the piece does not click. It's a bi-directional bezel, which obviously modern Rolex Submariners have a unidirectional bezel. And the reason for that is that Blancpain actually held the patent for unidirectional dive bezels up until the early 80s. So pretty much all watches from all brands prior to that patent expiring had bidirectional dive bezels. And obviously for safety reasons, it's better to have a unidirectional bezel. But again, that was just kind of a fact of the market at the time that this watch has a bidirectional bezel. And moving on to the piece, the bracelet. So it has a riveted bracelet, which is common for Rolex Submariners of old. And it gets very, very thin. The watch itself has a pretty small diameter of 38mm in comparison to the modern Submariners diameter of 40mm. So that's just something you can kind of compare this with. One additional thing that I haven't noted yet is the fact that earlier Submariners, or earlier 5508s had radium looms, and then they transitioned into tritium loom for later references. So that's just something interesting about this piece. You can see there's a lot of kind of transitional elements of this watch. So if you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, and share. I'll try the watch on actually for a wrist shot before I end the video, before I forget. So I'll take off my glove. And the 38mm case size it looks great on really any wrist size, particularly for small wrists, because obviously the Rolex Submariner now is 40mm, but I think that it looks fantastic. I have about a 6.5-inch wrist in circumference just for comparison purposes, and this watch is just, it's very rare to see one of these in Minnesota, and I'm really excited that we're given the opportunity to review this from Wixon. So again, this watch is on sale pre-owned for $45,900. Definitely check it out. It's a great investment piece. And yeah, I'm excited to see what people have to say in the comments for this video, because this is one of the more special watches that we've reviewed. So thank you for watching this video. Again, remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.